Welcome to Lento English. Ready to level up your English? Here we learn through stories, slow, clear, and fun. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey.
One introduction. Labor Day is a very special day in the United States. It is a time when the country stops to think about the hard work of many people. This day honors all American workers. It is a day to say thank you for everything they do. Workers help build and grow the country. They make many things we use every day. They provide services we need. So this day is for them. Many people in the United States have a day off from work on Labor Day. Children do not go to school either. This is because Labor Day is a federal holiday. A federal holiday means it is a day off for most people across the whole country. This allows everyone to stop their usual work or studies. It gives them a chance to rest. This special day always happens on the first Monday of September. Because it is on a Monday, it creates a long weekend. People get Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. This is a 3-day weekend. A 3-day weekend is a good chance for many people to relax. They can spend time with their families and friends. They can do things they enjoy. But Labor Day is more than just a day off or a long weekend. It has an important story. This holiday did not just start by chance. It came from a time when life was very hard for many workers. People worked for many hours. They worked in places that were not always safe. They often did not get much money for their hard work. So Labor Day is not only about resting. It is also about remembering the past. It is about understanding why workers needed a special day. It is about the fight for better working conditions. It is about the efforts that made work fairer and safer for everyone. This holiday reminds us of the value of hard work. It also reminds us of the importance of fair treatment for all people who work. The 3-day weekend is a direct result of these efforts. It gives workers a needed break. It allows them to recharge. This extra day off honors the idea that everyone deserves time away from work. It shows respect for their health and well-being. This introduction helps us begin to learn the full story of Labor Day. We will explore its history and how it became such an important day for American workers. 2. A difficult time for workers. Let us think about a time long ago. This was in the late 1800s in America. Life was very different then for many working people across the country. They faced many daily challenges that are hard to imagine today. Imagine working from early morning until late at night every single day. Many people had to do this. They worked for 12 hours, sometimes even more. And it was not just for 5 days a week. Often they worked 7 days a week without a break. This meant no rest on Saturday or Sunday. Their work week was extremely long, leaving little time for family or personal life. The places where people worked were often not safe at all. Factories were big buildings full of large, noisy machines. These machines could be very dangerous. Workers could get hurt easily, losing fingers or hands. Mines were even worse. People worked deep under the ground in dark, small spaces. The air was bad, and there was always a risk of accidents like explosions or collapses. It was a hard, risky, and dirty life for many, filled with fear of injury. Sadly, it was not only adults who worked in these difficult places. Many young children also had to work. They did not go to school like children do today. Instead, they went to factories or mines. They worked long hours just like their parents. Their small hands could do some jobs that adults found difficult, like fixing small parts of machines. But this was very bad for their health and their future. Children should play and learn, not work in dangerous places. This was a very sad and common part of life in those days. Even with all this incredibly hard work, people did not earn much money. Their pay was very low. It was often not enough to buy enough food for their families. It was also hard to pay for a safe place to live. Many families struggled every single day to survive. They worked with all their strength from sunrise to sunset, but they still had very little. They desperately needed more money to live a good life, but their bosses did not pay them fairly for their efforts. Life was a constant, difficult struggle for many workers and their families. 3. Workers ask for change. After many years of hard work, workers began to think about change. They saw that working alone did not help them. One person asking for better pay or safer conditions could easily be ignored, but if many workers spoke together, their voices would be much stronger. This idea led to a new movement. Workers started to form groups called labor unions. A labor union was an organization where workers joined together. Its main goal was to protect their rights and improve their lives. It was a way for many people to share problems and ask for solutions as one team. When workers joined a union, they gained power. A factory owner might not listen to one worker, but when a union representing hundreds or even thousands of workers made a request, it was much harder to say no. The union became a strong voice for everyone. It helped make sure that people in charge heard workers' needs. The unions had clear goals. First, they asked for better pay. Workers felt their long hours deserved more money. Low wages made it hard to feed families and live well. They wanted fair pay for their work. Second, they demanded safer working conditions. Factories and mines were often dangerous. Accidents happened often and many workers became sick. Unions wanted changes to make workplaces safe. They asked for better machines, cleaner air, and rules to prevent injuries. No one should get hurt doing their job. One important goal was to change daily work hours. Many workers spent 12 hours a day or more at their jobs. Sometimes they worked every day. This left little time for family, rest, or personal life. Unions started to ask for an 8-hour workday. This idea was simple: 8 hours for work, 8 hours for sleep, and 8 hours for other activities. It was a big step towards a more balanced life. These requests for better pay, safer conditions, and shorter workdays were very important. Workers hoped that by standing together in unions, they could make a real difference. They wanted a better future for themselves and their children. Their decision to unite marked a major change in work history. 4. The very first Labor Day. The idea of a special day for workers began with a very important event. It happened on September 5 in the year 1882. The place was New York City, a big and busy city. On that day, a large group of workers came together. They decided to do something new and brave. It was the very first Labor Day parade. Thousands of workers joined the parade. They walked through the streets of New York City. Imagine seeing so many people all together marching for a common goal. These workers came from many different jobs. Some worked in factories, some in shops, and some in other places. They all shared the same hope for a better life and fairer treatment. This parade was special because of a big choice the workers made. They took a day off from work. This meant they did not get paid for that day. For many workers, losing a day's pay was a very hard thing. They needed every bit of money to live. But they chose to do it. They wanted to show how serious they were. They wanted to make a strong point. By marching without pay, they sent a clear message. They showed their bosses and the government that their demands were important. They were not just asking for small changes. They were asking for big changes like better pay and safer places to work. They wanted an 8-hour workday, not 12 or more. This act of taking an unpaid day off showed their courage and their belief in their cause. The parade was a powerful sight. It showed the great strength and spirit of the working people. When thousands of voices speak together, they make a loud sound. When thousands of feet walk together, they make a strong path. This parade was a way for workers to show their unity. They carried signs with their messages, speaking for better lives. Their faces showed strong purpose and hope for change. They were a strong force, and they would not be ignored. This first Labor Day parade was more than just a walk. It was a symbol of hope and determination. It showed that ordinary people could come together to ask for respect and fairness. This event was a big step in the fight for workers' rights. It showed that workers deserved a special day to be honored. This historic day helped lay the foundation for the holiday we know today, reminding everyone of the power of working together. 5. A new national holiday. After the first parade in New York City, the idea of a special day for workers grew. Workers in other cities and states heard about the march. They wanted a day to celebrate their hard work and to rest. The call for a workers' holiday became stronger across the country. Many people saw the need. They felt workers deserved respect and time to rest. Labor unions across the United States began asking for this holiday. They talked to local leaders seeking official recognition. Their idea spread from city to city, then state to state. It was not a fast change, but it was steady. People began to think a holiday for working people was a good and fair idea. This showed growing support for workers' rights. In 1887, a big step happened. Oregon was the first state to make Labor Day an official holiday. This was very important. Oregon showed the way for other states, a sign the movement gained power. After Oregon, more states followed. They passed laws to recognize Labor Day. New York, Massachusetts, Colorado, and Nebraska were some states that soon made it a holiday. Each new state added strength to the idea. The movement grew. It became clear this was not just a local idea, but a national one. People everywhere wanted a day to honor workers. This growing support reached the national government. Finally, in 1894, a very important event took place. President Grover Cleveland played a key role. He signed a new law. This law made Labor Day a national holiday for the entire country. This meant Labor Day was no longer just a holiday in some states. It was a holiday for everyone in the United States. Every worker across the nation would have this day off. It was a great success for all who worked for change. The new national holiday brought unity. It meant the government officially recognized labor's value. It showed thanks to all who built the country. It gave them a guaranteed day of rest and celebration. This day became a symbol of respect for workers in America. 6. How we celebrate now. Today, Labor Day is a special national holiday in the United States. It is a day when many people stop their usual work and school. This holiday happens every year on the first Monday of September. Because it is a federal holiday, most workers and students get the day off. This means they do not go to their jobs or classes. It is a time for a long weekend, giving people 3 full days to rest and enjoy. This long weekend is a welcome break for everyone. The way people celebrate Labor Day has changed a little over time, but the main idea stays the same. It is still a day to honor American workers and their important contributions. In many cities and towns, people still have parades. These parades are colorful and lively. Workers from different jobs march together. They often carry signs and banners. Bands play music and people watch from the sidewalks, clapping and cheering. These parades show the strength and spirit of working people. They remind everyone about the hard work that builds our country. Beyond parades, many communities have other special events. Sometimes there are festivals or local gatherings in parks. Families and friends come together to enjoy the day. These events help people connect and feel part of their community. They are a chance to have fun before the autumn season begins. People enjoy the last warm days of summer during these friendly get-togethers. During these celebrations, it is common for leaders to give speeches. These leaders might be politicians or union representatives. They speak about the history of Labor Day and why it is still important today. They talk about the value of every worker's effort, no matter what their job is. They remind everyone that good working conditions and fair pay are important for all people. These speeches help people remember the struggles of the past and the progress made for workers' rights. Most importantly, Labor Day is a day for rest and reflection. After many months of hard work, people get a chance to relax and take a break. They can spend quality time with their families and friends, perhaps enjoying a meal together. It is a moment to think about the meaning of labor and the people who do it every day. It is a time to appreciate how much workers help our society grow and thrive. This day off allows everyone to recharge their energy and be ready for the days ahead. It is a quiet thank you to all the American workers, past and present, for building a strong nation. The holiday ensures that every worker has a moment to enjoy their hard-earned rest and feel valued. 7. A day for family and friends. Labor Day is a special 3-day weekend. Many people look forward to this time. It is a chance to rest and have fun. Because it is a national holiday, most people do not go to work or school. This gives families and friends more time to be together. They can make the most of the long weekend. People often use this extra day to relax and enjoy their free time, knowing that the working week will not start until Tuesday. It is a welcomed break for everyone. They plan activities that bring joy and connection. One very popular way to celebrate Labor Day is with picnics. Families pack baskets with food and go to parks or other nice places. They spread blankets on the grass and eat outside. Another popular activity is having barbecues. People light their grills and cook food outdoors. They often cook meat like hot dogs or hamburgers. They also make salads and other side dishes. Everyone helps prepare the meal. The smell of grilled food fills the air, adding to the festive atmosphere. These outdoor meals are a beloved tradition for many. These gatherings are a time for loved ones to meet. Grandparents, parents, children, and friends all come together. They laugh and talk. Children often play games outside, like throwing a ball or running around. Adults can relax and enjoy each other's company. It is a day for simple pleasures. Many people visit relatives who live far away. Others invite friends to their homes. The goal is to share good times and make happy memories. These moments strengthen family bonds and friendships, making the holiday truly special. The food at these events is usually simple but tasty. Besides grilled items, there are often desserts like cakes or cookies. Cold drinks are also popular, especially because the weather can still be warm. People might play outdoor games like frisbee or soccer. Some families go swimming if there is a pool or a lake nearby. The day is about spending quality time with important people in their lives. These activities create a relaxed and joyful atmosphere, perfect for a holiday dedicated to rest. Labor Day weekend often feels like the last big celebration of summer. The weather is usually still pleasant and sunny. People want to enjoy the warmth before autumn starts. They know that cooler days are coming soon, so they try to spend as much time as possible outdoors. This holiday is a happy goodbye to the summer season. It is a moment to appreciate the good weather and the company of family and friends before a new season begins. It is a time for relaxation and togetherness, marking a special day for everyone. 8. The unofficial end of summer. Labor Day feels like a special time for many people. It is more than just a holiday for rest. It is often seen as the unofficial end of summer. This is because it is the last long weekend before the season truly changes. People want to make the most of these last warm days. They know that cooler weather and shorter days will come soon. The long, sunny days of June, July, and August are ending. For many, Labor Day weekend is the last big celebration of summer. Families try to have one more barbecue in their backyards. Friends gather for one last picnic in the park. Children want to play outside as much as possible, enjoying the freedom of summer vacation. People might decide to go to the beach or a lake for the final time that year, swimming and enjoying the water. They want to enjoy the sun and the long daylight hours. It is a time to say a fond goodbye to the summer vacation season. After Labor Day, things start to change in the air and nature. The days become a little shorter and the sun sets earlier. The air might feel a bit cooler, especially in the mornings and evenings. This holiday truly marks the transition from the heat of summer to the crispness of autumn. It is a slow change, but Labor Day is often the signal that it has begun. People start to think about autumn activities, like picking apples or seeing colorful leaves. They also begin to look forward to upcoming fall holidays. One big reason Labor Day marks the end of summer is its connection to school. For many children and young adults across the country, the new school year starts around this time. Some schools open their doors right after Labor Day weekend, signaling the return to classes. Others might start a week or two before, but the long weekend still feels like the final break before serious study begins. It is a time to prepare for new lessons, new teachers, and new friends at school. Because of the new school year, Labor Day also means back-to-school preparations. Before the holiday, stores are very busy. They have special sales for school supplies like pens, pencils, and rulers. Parents buy new notebooks, binders, and backpacks for their children. Children might try on new clothes for school, making sure they have everything they need for the first day. They might get new shoes or a new coat for the cooler weather ahead. This shopping helps them feel ready and excited for the start of classes. The holiday weekend gives families precious time to do these last-minute things together. They can buy everything needed for school without rushing. They can also spend quality time together before the busy school routine begins. It is a mix of summer fun and getting ready for the next season. Labor Day acts as a bridge between the freedom and relaxation of summer and the structure and learning of the school year. It is a time for reflection on happy summer memories and looking forward to new beginnings in autumn. It is truly the unofficial end of one season and the exciting start of another.